everyone, it's been a while since my last video, but I am back. I took a little vacation, so that's why I haven't been making any new videos. But those 3 weeks in Egypt sure were great though. But when you come back in Holland, it's pretty darn cold all of a sudden. I need to find something to warm me up, and I got just the thing for that. Let's play with swords. So this time I'll be taking a look at a more recent game. And no, it's not Dragon Quest Swords for the Wii as some of you might think right now. Although you could say it's a distant relative of it. You see, Dragon Quest Swords, the Masked Queen and the Tower of Mirrors is not the first game in the Dragon Quest Swords series. It was in 2003 that Square Enix released a standalone game based on the Dragon Quest franchise, which you could just plug into your TV and play. It featured a sword you could swing at your TV and do all sorts of attacks with. It seems pretty similar to its Wii successor from today. However, in 2003 there was no Wii yet, so this was pretty cool back then. If you want this now though, then good luck finding it. It's pretty hard to come by and it's usually not very cheap. Now along came Hasbro, who bought the technology and who would release 2 more games the following year with it. One was Star Wars Saga Edition Lightsaber Battle, and the other The Lord of the Rings Warrior of Middle-earth. Now let's take a look at the latter. Since most people seem to think that plug and play games are crap by default, this one will do nicely for the show, so we can find out if that is indeed so. First let's look at the hardware, what you get in the package. First we have this turret or tower, they call it a turret. It's the main console. It has the sensor here, and on the back we have an on-off switch, a connector for the AV cable to the TV. Then we have a connector for an adapter to give it some extra juice. However, there's no adapter in the package, but you can still put in 4 AA batteries. All you need is a screwdriver and you're ready to go. Well, then we have the one ring that somehow grew enormously. You can put it on here like this and well, it doesn't do anything but look stupid. Anyway, onto the controller, the sword. Well, it's not very big, but yeah, children need to use it too, of course. It has a wrist strap, always safe, and well, it actually feels pretty good in the hand. It has a nice grip. Yes, it has some coating on there that reflects light, so the infrared sensor can read the movement. And that's about it. Let's just look at the game itself now, shall we? Alright, let's start her up. Now the first thing I just have to get out of the way is the music. They got the license to make this thing. Would it have been so much extra to put in the music too? Now instead of this, we get this. Well, it still sounds alright, but there aren't many tracks and they all loop around very fast, so they get boring quickly. However, maybe this was all just a technical limitation of the hardware. I don't know. You can move the cursor in the menus by pointing the sword. To make selections you need to swing the sword. Simple, right? Well, most of the time it works, yes, but when you move the thing to another place, like another room, then chances are you need to recalibrate. The first time you start the game it does so right away, but after that you have to find it in the menus, which can take quite a while to get to if you really set it up differently. In general, I've noticed you need to put the sensor pretty high to make it function properly for grown-ups. Okay, so we got it calibrated and are ready to go. You choose a level, see the map, which is there for fan service, and you're off. The game does a decent job of explaining everything to you while you go. You can slash in 4 ways, horizontal, vertical and both diagonal ways. You can make combos, but what good they do exactly, I'm not sure. And finally you can guard by letting the broadside of your blade face the sensor. So you go through the level, slashing everything apart, during which you can't help but look like an idiot. At some point an enemy will drop some food to restore your health. At the end of each level you'll fight the boss. Once you beat him, you're done with the level and you can go on to the next one. There are 8 stages in total. If you don't know the story of this saga, then first of all, what is wrong with you? And second of all, don't expect this game to show you. Really, this game tries to follow the movies with some quotes from them, but if you don't know the story, you'd have no idea what the hell is going on. Want an example? Alright, here you go, end of level 1. Frodo is stabbed and needs elvish medicine. Okay, let's go get him to Rivendell. Level 2 starts and... wait a minute, we're already there and he's well fine again? Tell me, would this make sense to you if you had not read the books or seen the movie? They just skipped 25 minutes of movie right there.